So the final heat of this boys 400 IM. We have Thomas Balfour of Bells Hill in 1, Alex Seymour of Mount Kelly in 2, George Clough of Warrender in 3, Callum Laurie of First in 4, Zach Logue of City of Sunderland in 5, Tony Joe Trett Oliver of Mount Kelly in 6, Cameron Finlayson of Hearts in 7, and Connor Joyce of Cockermouth in 8. Callum Laurie has the fastest entry time by about 6.5 seconds, so you must fancy him as the favourite here. Scottish Schools champion, second in the British Summer Championships, reigning National Age Group champion, so he leads, but on his shoulder is the Sunderland man, Zach Logue, also finalist in the British Summer Championships, bronze in the North East of England regionals. So they are 1-2, just 4/10 apart at the end of the butterfly. 1:00.82 and 1:01.23. Third place is close as well. Lane 6 and 7. Tony Joe, Trett Oliver, and Cameron Finlayson. But Tony Joe maybe just opening up a bit of a gap over Cameron now, with also George Clough trying to get into the mix. But at the front, Zach Logue now has just gone past Callum Laurie. There's about half a metre between them as they go halfway through the backstroke. 4/10 is the gap, so a bit more now through the turn. Callum Laurie about a metre back. This one could move around, you'd think, through the strokes, but at the moment in the backstroke, Zach Logue has the advantage. Third place now pretty much on his own is Tony Joe Trett Oliver. He's trying to catch the group in front of him as Logue goes through in 2:12.48. Don't need to worry about the earlier heats. This is quite a bit faster as we go into breaststroke. And straight away, Callum Laurie sets about closing the gap. And he's now alongside and maybe just edging past now. Half a metre up. The man in the blue cap, Callum Laurie, now a metre clear. Tony Joe Trett Oliver clear in third, trying his hardest to catch the swimmers in front of him. As Laurie pulling away now. He's up to about 2.5 metres advantage. 2:51.52. It's made about 2 seconds on that first half of the breaststroke. See whether Zach Logue can keep close enough to give himself a chance in the freestyle. There's about 3 metres in it and a similar gap between Zach Logue and Tony Joe Trett Oliver. Fourth place in lane 3 is George Clough, but I don't know that he can get into the top 3 here. As Laurie dominating, coming up to the 300 then. The breaststroke once again being the difference here. 3:30.90, a 3-second gap for Laurie over Logue as we go into freestyle. Tony Joe Trett Oliver is within striking distance of Zach Logue here for second place. Don't think George Clough is, so it's these 3, and the contest is now on for second place as Callum Laurie is clear as they go to the final turn. He goes through 4:03.81. The gap is 3 seconds and there's only 2/10, and a great turn from Tony Joe Trett Oliver just edges him into the lead. Can Zach Logue respond here? Callum Laurie is being caught a little bit here. He's still got about 2.5 metres advantage, but Tony Joe Trett Oliver is putting in a good charge. He's in second place. Zach Logue pushing hard to stay with him. It's going to be Laurie holding on, but he looks a bit weary at the end, but he does enough to take it. 4:35.33 for him. And that is a new meet record for Callum Laurie, breaking the record set last year by Callum Laurie. So 2 seconds improvement on his time from last year. Tony Joe Trett Oliver takes second, 4:36.57, and Zach Logue third, 4:37.56. Excellent race there.